Have you ever noticed that simple things don't feel so simple anymore? Paying a bill, booking an appointment, calling customer service, even buying groceries. None of these tasks are new. We've done them our entire lives. And yet, somehow, they now feel more exhausting, more confusing, and more time-consuming than they used to. It's not that we've forgotten how to do them, and it's not that we've suddenly become incapable. So what changed? Today, I want to talk about why everyday tasks feel more complicated than they used to, and why this feeling is not your fault. This isn't a rant, and it's not about longing for the past. It's about understanding what quietly shifted around us. 1. Life used to be designed for completion. Not long ago, everyday tasks were designed to be finished. You paid a bill. You got a receipt. You were done. You went to the bank. You spoke to a person. You left with clarity. Most tasks followed a simple pattern: start, middle, end. There was a sense of closure. Today, many tasks don't end, they branch. Paying a bill might require logging into an account, verifying a code, updating a password, accepting new terms, navigating multiple screens, confirming by email. What used to be one step is now 5 or 6. Not because it needs to be, but because systems were redesigned for efficiency. 2. We're asked to make too many decisions. One of the biggest reasons everyday tasks feel harder is decision overload. Years ago, many choices were already made for us. You had one phone plan, one electric company, a few grocery brands. Now, every task requires decisions. Which app? Which subscription? Which tier? Monthly or annual? Accept cookies or customize settings. Enable notifications or disable them. Even checking out online often feels like a quiz. Each small decision drains a bit of mental energy. By the time you finish the task, you're not relieved, you're tired. 3. Technology promised simplicity, but delivered complexity. Technology was supposed to make life easier, and in some ways, it did. But many systems weren't designed with everyday users in mind. They were designed for speed, scalability, data, automation. Instead of learning one process and keeping it for years, we now must relearn systems constantly. Apps update, menus move. 4. Human interaction was replaced by systems. One quiet change that affects everything: we talk to fewer people now. Tasks once handled by humans are now handled by menus, forms, chatbots, automated systems. When something goes wrong, there's no person to explain it to, just a screen. And screens don't understand nuance. 5. Everything is connected, which means everything is fragile. In the past, tasks were mostly independent. Now, everything is connected. If one thing fails, a password, a login, an app, multiple tasks stop working. 6. We're expected to adapt constantly. There was a time when you learned something once and used it for decades. Now, adaptation is constant. You're expected to learn new interfaces, adjust to updates. It's not age, it's exposure. 7. Speed has replaced comfort. Modern systems prioritize speed, but speed often comes at the cost of comfort and understanding. Older systems may have been slower, but they were predictable. You knew where to go. Today, speed assumes familiarity. 8. We carry more responsibility now. We now manage security, passwords, backups, privacy settings. 9. There's no room for pause. Life used to have natural pauses. Waiting in line, sitting with paperwork. Now, everything feels urgent. Notifications arrive constantly. Deadlines are invisible but present. 10. It's not just you. If you've ever thought, why is this so hard now? You're not alone. This feeling crosses generations. 11. Why this matters. It affects confidence, energy, patience. People begin to doubt themselves instead of the systems. 12. What can help? While we can't change the world overnight, a few things can help: slowing down without guilt, asking for help, simplifying where possible, choosing familiar tools over latest ones, giving yourself grace. Difficulty does not mean failure. Conclusion: everyday tasks feel more complicated not because people changed, but because the world did. Systems multiplied. choices exploded. And yet, here we are, still adapting, still learning, still managing. If something feels harder than it should be, it's okay to acknowledge that. Remember, there's nothing wrong with you.